Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing some warm-ups first to start out, then you're going to need your math journal and your home leaks book to finish some extra practice. We're doing lessons 8 and 9 in the video today. If the lesson gets too long, pause it, work on more later. And we're just doing parts of lesson 8 and parts of lesson 9, not the whole thing. So get ready to do some math. All right, so for our warm-up today, you'll need some scrap paper or something to get started with. And we are working on estimation and subtraction. So we are looking for ballpark estimates for our answers, not exact numbers, in order to answer these problems. So starting with number 1, we're going to do 60 minus 18. And again, I'm not trying to find an exact answer, I'm trying to find an estimate. So I'm just trying to find out about what the answer is. I'm trying to find close to the answer. In order for us to do that, we need to take the number 18, and because it does not have a 0 in the ones place, I'm going to take the number 18. 18 is closer to 20 than it is to 10, so I'm going to round up to 20. Then I'm going to solve for 60 minus 20, and my answer is about 40. To answer this problem, it's almost 40. It's close enough. Now let's go ahead and do another couple of problems using estimation. Let's do number 2, which is 98 minus 42. I'm going to do 2 problems with you, and then or 3 problems with you, and then I will give you 1 to do or 3 to do on your own. So looking at this problem, 98 and 42, neither number has a 0 in the ones place, so I've got to do something with them. So let's start with 98. Well, 98, is it closer to 90 or 100? In this case, 98 is only 2 numbers away from 100, so I'm going to round up to 100. 42, is the 2 closer to 50 or is it closer to 40? And in this case, it's definitely much closer to 40, so I'm going to say 100 minus 40. Now, because the 0, and we have zeros here, I don't need to worry about the 0, so I can put a 0 in the ones place. Now all I'm thinking about is actually these numbers here. The 100, the 10, it looks like a 10 here as the first part of 100, and the 4. So 10 minus 4 is 6. So my estimation for 98 minus 42 is 60. Finally, looking at number 3, this will be the last one I do with you, and then I'll give you 3 problems to practice on your own. So number 3, again, we're estimating. We are not trying to find the exact answer. Number 3, we have 45 minus 22. So 45 minus 22. And when I look at 45 minus 22, I'm trying to decide, is 45 closer to 50 or closer to 40? The thing about 45 is that it looks like it's kind of in the middle when you look at a number chart, but remember that when it's 5 or higher, we always round up. So 45 is going to become 50 minus 22. 2 is closer to the 22 is closer to 20 than it is to 30. So I'm going to do 50 minus 20 equals, and then again, I already know that I have zeros in the ones place. So I'm just looking at 5 minus 2 is 30. And the goal is to be able to look at numbers like this, and when we're estimating, to do it in our head, not to write it down like we are here, so that we can do math out in the real world. Here are your 3 problems for you to practice on your own. So this is your turn. You try on this side. Okay, these are the ones that you need to write down and you need to do. This is an example to show you how to do it. So the first one, number 4, and if you're not done with 1 through 3, you can pause the video and you can finish writing those down so you have that example next to you while you practice. Number 4, 70 minus 39. Number 5, 90, oh sorry, I did that one. 87 minus 31. Number 6, 56 minus 44. Okay, pause the video now so you can solve those 3 problems, and then we will get started on the rest of our math lesson. So we have one more warm-up and some instruction to do. So today we're going to be looking at building equal groups. And our first problem that we are looking at is the following. It says, Jane bought 3 packs of gum. This is not in your workbook so far. This is just one that I'm reading to you. Jane bought 3 packs of gum. There are 5 sticks of gum in each pack. How many sticks of gum did she buy? Draw a picture to help find the answer. So we are going to use this array builder, and I will walk you through. I'm going to use this array builder to show you. So we talked about how many packs of gum does she have. She has 3 packs of gum. So you can see I can adjust the numbers here, and she has 3 packages of gum. Each package of gum has 5 sticks inside. So for the columns, I'm putting the number 5. And then I chose a square shape to represent the gum and the color turquoise because a lot of gum is turquoise. And then in this box up here, right here, is going to build our problem, and then we're going to be able to solve how many packs of gum she has altogether. So here is the first one. So as you can see, when I created it, it has 1, 2, 3 packages of gum, 1, 2, 3, and then each package has 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we count these up all together, just like we drew in our rectangles, we would be able to find out how many packs of gum she has altogether. So let's count them. Since there's 5 in each column, let's count them by 5s. 5, 10, 15. So I know altogether she has 15 packs of gum. The way that we can see that in a number sentence is by looking at here we go. So we have Jane bought 3 packs of gum. There are 5 sticks of gum in each pack. How many sticks of gum did she buy? Draw pictures to find the answer. So we drew our picture. We did an array. You could also draw with your pencil. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like if you're in your workbook and you were doing a problem like this, you could draw it out and then we would count them all up. So we have 1, 2, 3 packages of gum with 5 sticks in each pack. Now the way that we actually write that is like this. We write the problem 5 plus 5 plus 5. You can see 1, 2, 3 packs of gum, 5 sticks in each gum, and to find all together, I count them all up, or I count by 5s, 5, 10, 15, and I write my answer. It also looks like this when we are solving for using multiplication. So this strategy is called repeated addition. We can also solve with multiplication, and it looks like this. 3 times 5, and we're going to get the same answer, equals 15. So 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, times 5 sticks in each row equals 15. So when you write your number sentence, I want you to write this way first, but if you also want to do it, you can also write the multiplication number sentence as well. So here is the way that we're going to solve finding when we have equal groups. This does not work if one of the packages had 6 sticks of gum. This would not work. We could not do that if it had unequal groups. We have to have equal groups in order to show an array, because every group has to have the same exact number and the same number of things in each grouping. So this group would not be an equal group. We could use the equal groups by sorting them into equal groups and then adding one more, but we cannot use equal groups. We cannot use this way to solve a problem or repeated addition to solve a problem when we don't have equal groups. So that is just a taste of our math today. We also, if you open up to page 210 in your math journal, which is lesson 8-8, there are a number of word problems that we are going to practice together. Let's go ahead and do this practice one more time before we get into our math book, but we're going to be on page 210. This problem is not on page 210, so let's do one more practice first. So it says your family has 3 bicycles. Each bicycle has 2 wheels. How many wheels are there in all? So if we were to draw in equal groups, let's just use a circle to represent let's use a square to represent the bicycles. And so how many bicycles are there? There are 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there are 3 bicycles, and each bicycle has 2 wheels. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2 wheels on each bicycle. So now it's asking me how many wheels are there in all. It's not asking me how many bicycles, so I don't need these squares. I need to find out how many wheels altogether. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if I were to do this as repeated addition, I would say that there are 2 bicycles plus 2 bicycles plus 2 bicycles, which equals 6. If I were to do this as multiplication, this is when I need to think about the 3 bicycles. Sorry, 2 wheels plus 2 wheels plus 2 wheels equals 6. This is when I need to think about the 3 bicycles times 2 wheels per bicycle, which is going to equal 6. So those are the 2 ways that we can represent this problem that we've shown in the picture here. And that is how we can solve these kind of math problems where we have equal groups. Now, if I had a bicycle again, one of the bicycles had 3 wheels on it, I cannot solve the problem this way because it's not 2 plus 2 plus 6 anymore. It's 3 plus 2 plus 2, and we no longer can solve it that way. So this only works if everything is equal. Okay, and then as we continue, you're going to draw a picture to represent the problem, to answer it, solve it, and write a number model. Again, a number model is when we write something like this. This is a number model. It has, otherwise we call it a number sentence. So that's what a number model is. And then you also need to draw a picture. So moving on to page 210. Number 1. It says there are 3 rows of cans on the shelf with 4 cans in each row. How many cans are there in all? So first, looking at this problem, we see it says there are 3 rows of cans and there are 4 cans in each shelf. So I want to use circles to represent the cans, and I'm going to draw my rows. So first, 1 row, 2 rows, and 3 rows. And I don't draw very straight lines, unfortunately, but you can probably do better. And how many cans need to go on each row? It says 4. So when I draw my picture, I need to put 1, 2, 3, 4. And then each row has 4 cans, so I also need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is an array. It has 3 equal groups of 4. So when I count these up, I'm trying to find there are blank cans in all. How many cans are there all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So my total is there are 12 cans in all. And our number model, next, we need to add our groups up. So how many groups are there? There are 3 groups. You can see them here. 1, 2, 3. So I know I need to have at least 3 numbers in my group. How many are in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4. So my repeated addition number model is going to be 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals, and then we already found the answer is 12. So our number model is going to be 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. And that is our repeated addition model. That is all you need to do. If you also remember how to show this multiplication, you can. Just write it down in the space underneath. So number 2. Looking at number 2, it says Mr. Young has 4 boxes of markers. There are 6 markers in each box. How many markers does he have in all? I would recommend reading this with me. So let's go again one more time. Mr. Young has 4 boxes of markers. How many boxes? 4. Let's underline the number 4 boxes. There are 6 markers in each box. So let's draw 6 markers. Underline that. How many markers does he have in all? The question we're trying to find out is how many are there all together? So first, I want to draw my 4 boxes. So I'm going to try to do them as best I can. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I'm going to go back to my problem and I'm going to double check that I've done that correctly. How many boxes are there? There are 4. Check. Then I need to have 6 markers in each box. So I'm going to draw 1. Oh, that was a bad one. Let me delete that. Oh, there's no way to delete it. I'm going to use the line tool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. How many? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the last box also has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now that I've put 6 markers in every box, I need to find out how many does he have all together. So I'm going to do that by counting, and I count 1. Ignore that icky squiggly line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep counting. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So my total is that Mr. Young has 24 markers altogether. So I would write the answer on the line, and hopefully you didn't scribble over your line like I did. Next, we need to write down our number model. If you are having a hard time keeping up, it's totally fine. I'm probably going way, way too fast. So pause the video whenever you need to so that you can catch up. And but for now, our number model that we're going to write, we're going to make sure that we have 4 and we have 4 numbers, and each number that we're adding together is 6. So our number model is going to be 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. And that's going to equal 24. So we had 4 sets of 6. So we have to make sure we have the number 6 4 times in our number problem, our number model. And then also our answer is part of our number model as well. You're going to write that on the line. We have 2 more problems to solve on this page. Then you have some math boxes review to do on page 211. And there's going to be even more practice with arrays on page 212. So that I'm going to do these. I'm going to do one more, problem with you, and then you'll do number 4 on your own. So if you're not ready, pause the video right now, and then when you're ready, move on to number 3 with us. Okay, hopefully you finished and you're ready to move on. If not, again, pause the video. So number 3, Sandy, reading with me, Sandy has 4 bags of marbles. Each bag has 4 marbles. How many marbles does she have in all? So first, we're going to go back again, and we're going to find our important details from our problem. So the important things we're looking for is how many bags, 4, and how many in each bag, 4. So each bag has 4, and there are 4 altogether. And how, underline our question, how many marbles does she have in all? Make sure you check the question, because what if the question said how many marbles are in one of the bags? And then you would have done all this work for nothing, because you could have just answered that with the answer 4. So number 3, I'm gonna use circles to represent the bags. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then how many marbles are in each bag? There are 4 marbles in each bag. So I'm going to draw 4 little circles for the marbles. 1, 2, 3. Kind of looks like a cookie. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so these are my bags with my 4 marbles in each. Now that I have drawn the problem, I need to count them all up. Let's count together. So hopefully right now you're shouting out these numbers in your house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Hopefully you got 16 when you were counting out. Remember, pause the video if I go too fast so you can have time to keep up with me. So I've written the number 16 as our answer, as our total. And then I need to show that number sentence to solve the problem in the number model space. So there are 4. I have to have at least 4 things to add together. And each time I'm adding the number 4, because in each bag is the number 4. So I'm going to say 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And double check, do I have 4 numbers? Yes, I do. Each of those represents the bag. And then is the number 4 the right number that matches my picture? Yes, it is. And my total I get from my answer above, and that is 16. Okay, so our number model is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 16. Number 4. I'll read the problem with you. I'll help you underline it, but then you're going to have to draw the picture and solve it on your own. So it says May folded her paper into 2 columns of 4 boxes each. How many boxes did she make? So she has a piece of paper and she has folded it into 2 columns of 4 boxes each. Let's underline those important things. There are 2 columns. So columns meaning up and down. And there are 4 boxes in each column. So each column is going to have 4 boxes in it. So how many columns are there? Draw it here. And then total, how many boxes did she make is our question. So you need to find out how many boxes are on the piece of paper. If you can't solve this by drawing, I would recommend taking a piece of paper, getting some help from an adult, and folding it up. Practice putting it in action. So that is page 210. Once you've solved number 4, you can continue working on the math boxes. I'm going to pause the video here, and then we're going to do I'm going to show you the pages you need to do for lesson 8-9. I'm not going to show you any problems from 8-9. It's just more practice. And you can really only do, on page 212, you can only do number 1. So number 2, 3, and 4, you're not even going to do it all. So actually, you can skip page 212 if it's too difficult to figure out and just do the rest of the review for math boxes on page 213. And that's pretty much going to be it. So here is the page that we did together today. There is some math homework to go with it. You can see on right here, home links 8-8. We also have the home links 8-9, which is more practice drawing. There is a riddle page. I'm not sure if we have that. I don't think we do, actually. No, sorry. So we have drawing arrays, which is home link 8-9. We have groups of arrays, home link 8-8, all the math boxes pages for 8-8 and 8-9 that you can do. That's it for our math lesson. Have a great day.